Hey guys, it's Miss G. I am just coming on here to kind of do a quick week 7 overview for you guys, kind of touch on everything for this week. I did finish grading the lit analysis projects, and at this point, everything in the course should be updated as far as grades go. So everything from week 6 and before. So please check your grades. Please look. Let me know if you're having any issues. Maybe you submitted something a little bit late and I didn't know to go in and grade it. Just shoot me an email. Just remember the discussion grades and the in-class participation grades are the only things that you cannot make up. But if you're struggling in the class, I'm happy to work with you with whatever's going on. So this week we have The Great Gatsby. We did start viewing the film in class last week. It's about 2 hours and 20 minutes, so I think we just barely will have time to watch the film in class if we kind of move quickly. So I did want to come on here and kind of go over some stuff in class before we hit the ground running with the film. So we'll start the film analysis. You have the Gatsby Legacy activity this week. So essentially what you're doing is performing some research in order to explore the cultural, social, and historical context of the novel The Great Gatsby. So what I want you to do is explore how the novel explores its own experience and transcends the era of its creation. So obviously we are watching the film in class, but I want you to do some research on F. Scott Fitzgerald, the author of the novel The Great Gatsby, and then research the history of the novel, and then create a multimedia presentation that explores the cultural, social, and historical context of The Great Gatsby. All right, and then question how the text challenges the time of its creation and explore that experience, right? So exploring a text's experience within itself, and then questioning how it challenges the time period it was created within are two of the learning outcomes for this course, two of the things that you have to be able to do or should be able to do before you leave my class. So that's what this assignment is tackling, really asking you to question how the Great Gatsby challenges the time it was written in, and then explore the experience of the text. All right. So what is the legacy of Great Gatsby and how does that transcend into today? So if you can look at the grading breakdown and the format, this is a multimedia presentation. Cite all your sources. It is informal. It should be a creative and unique presentation. What is the experience of the text, social, cultural, and historical context, challenging the times, how does it challenge the past and the present, what is the legacy of Great Gatsby, and then is your presentation creative and unique? And this is a 50-point activity. So think about this activity. So I'm going to click back here into Unit 3. In here, I do have elements of film analysis, elements of film. I've got a video about the Roaring Twenties, a video on F. Scott Fitzgerald. Here's the Gatsby Legacy activity. And then your next week's bigger project is the Gatsby film project. So notice you do not have any questions, no reading questions assigned for this week or next week because we are focusing on the film and these two little projects. So, or your activity in your project. So it's a great time to kind of check up on your grades. Like I said, the grades should all be updated. So if you have some things that you'd want to revise and resubmit, or you're missing something over the past couple of weeks, it's a great chance to catch up. But next week you'll have the Gatsby film project. So you should be exploring how elements in the film version of Great Gatsby develop the literary and thematic elements from the original novel. You'll formulate an argumentative critique. So essentially, obviously we are not reading the novel from the class, but it is clear that the film was based on the novel. So we want to look at where we see literary elements within the film, and how does the film treat those elements? How does the film heighten or detract from those literary elements and their meaning in the overall story. So you can perform a critique of the film version of Great Gatsby. So it should be argumentative. That means you're using support from the film and other sources. You may write this essay. You can write this in essay form or create a presentation. So I'm giving you the option to create a presentation or write an essay. So it should be an MLA format. It is a formal film critique. All right, approximately 700 to 1,000 words or 5 to 10 minutes, and all sources cited. And then here's the grading breakdown. So again, with this, you are looking at how the literary elements exist in the film, and do you believe that they heighten the impact of those elements, or do they take away from those? And so again, you have lots of sources here that can help you look at film elements. If you want to use other film analysis things, sources for the Great Gatsby film, you're welcome to. Just make sure that you are citing the sources. Make sure you're referencing them so you don't get in trouble for accidental plagiarism, and obviously won't get in trouble, but you'll just have to fix it later on. So anyways, we will continue viewing The Great Gatsby in class tomorrow. So I look forward to seeing you guys. Let me know if you have any questions on these tasks, and I'll see you then.